To have a context of the countries, Argentina is a South American country with mountains, glaciers, and lakes. It is also known for having the tango. And on the other hand, we need to talk about Saudi Arabia, which is in Asia, located on the Arabia Peninsula. An important fact it is that this is a absolute monarchy. If we talk about environmental problems, Argentina is characterized by mega mining, deforestation, and fracking. And Saudi Arabia is characterized by being among the 10 most polluted countries. Um, Regarding its air quality, and it is contemplated that in a few years, um this country be inevitable also with many headaches.
Renewable energies are energies that are generated from the sun, wind, water, and plant or animal biomass. These energies are characterized by the non-use of fossil fuels. In the countries we saw before, such as Argentina and Saudi Arabia, we're going to talk about their use and their different renewable energies. Argentina in recent years decided to implement a system of solar panels to their infrastructure to help reduce pollution in their cities. First, they started with a flower-shaped infrastructure which opens during the day and closes at the night. All of this flower is full of different solar panels. Another of its begins were the village far from the electrical system of large cities. These villages generated their own energy and systems from solar energy. One of the main energy sources in Argentina is fossil fuels, which provide 90% of Argentina's energy. Um, Although in recent years they have decided to reduce their production. Another source of energy is hydroelectric power, which works from the movement of water produced like 25 to 30% of the country's energy. One of the goals of this country is that the 80% of the country's energy should be renewable, and for this reason, they have looked for different ways to obtain them, such as solar ovens or photovoltaic cells. Now let's talk about Saudi Arabia. This country is one of the largest oil producers and its entire economy and life revolves around it. But its rulers over the years realized that in the not too distant future they will not be able to depend on oil and is not renewable energy and is also very harmful to our planet. They decided to investigate new energy and new trades for their country does not depend on the oil business. Example are wind and solar energy. In this include it sustainable designs. Experts say that Arabia Saudi will become one of the largest producers of solar energy in the future. One on the trade side are fertilizers and cement.
Okay, hello, my name is Camila Arjuela Angel, and I'm going to explain you more about the environmental contamination in Argentina. The environmental contamination in Argentina is based above all on environmental contamination. In fact, Argentina is among the 30 countries that pollute the atmosphere the most in the world. Air pollution has been growing slowly but steadily since in the 1919. Thus, Argentina currently emits between 15 and 20% of the GHG that means greenhouse gases, of the whole of South America. Most of the GHG in Argentina are generated by means of transportation. Although we must not forget that livestock is an important source of methane. But it's not only GHGs that the population should be concerned about. Industry also produces pollution in Argentina, since it generates pollutants derived from sulfur and nitrogen, whose concentration rises in industrial areas. Other causes are non-ecological production, overfishing and exploitation of oceans in Argentina, mega-mining, agricultural frontier, loss, loss of soil, climate change, among others. Saudi Arabia is among the 10 most polluting countries in terms of carbon dioxide emissions in the ranking of countries by CO2 emissions, made of 184 countries, in which countries are ordered from least to most polluting. In addition to its total CO2 emissions into the atmosphere, which logically depends, among other variables, on the country's population, it is convenient to analyze the behavior of its emissions per inhabitant. Saudi Arabia belongs to the group of countries that emit the most CO2 per inhabitant. Saudi Arabia, one of the world's top oil producers, aims to achieve zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2060. The announcement was made by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the start of the first Saudi Green Initiative Forum. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia aims to achieve net zero emissions by 2060. Saudi Arabia has already pushing back against those who say fossil fuels need to be freshened out urgently, warning that a premature switch could lead to price volatility and thickness.
Hi Gabi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I have a question for you. What solutions you propose for Argentina and Saudi Arabia?
Okay, as we know, Argentina have three principal problems. For example, mega mining. For reduce this problem, we can reuse, recycling, and recovery of mine waste. The second problem in Argentina is deforestation. We can consume products that are suitable, energy saving, reduce paper consumption, consume products and service from responsible companies. For the third but not the least important is the fracking. For this, there are scientists that propose filter and the resulting water through multiple stages of electrolysis.
Okay, now tell me about Saudi Arabia.
Well, Saudi Arabia have one principal problem and is the biggest, the contamination. For this, we can use the public transport with local products like in Argentina, recycle, reduce the plastic consume and use renewable energy and basically take care of the earth.
Hola, profe, ¿cómo estás? El día de hoy te tengo una pregunta y es, ¿tú qué piensas o opinas acerca de la contaminación ambiental?
Hola, muy buenos días, muchas gracias por abordar sobre todo estos temas tan importantes como es el tema de la contaminación ambiental. Partamos de lo siguiente, que la contaminación ambiental se da cuando existe presencia de sustancias nocivas tanto en el aire, en el agua o en el suelo. Y estas sustancias nocivas son las que nosotros llamamos contaminantes ambientales. Ya de pronto haciendo más énfasis en este tema de la contaminación ambiental, quiero resaltar, por lo menos si vamos a mirarlo acá en el Colegio Jordán de Sajonia, la contaminación auditiva. Por lo menos es bien estresante que por lo menos dentro de las aulas de clase y en el comedor, uno queriendo compartir con los compañeros o estudiantes y la bulla es alta, los niveles de bulla son altos y eso causa perjuicios en el oído humano. Edgar Morir, al igual que Adela Cortina, en sus textos, hacen énfasis lo importante que debe ser la moderación del ruido y la formación del ciudadano. El estar aquí en el colegio nos hace a nosotros ciudadanos. Como ciudadanos debemos nosotros respetarnos, de tal manera que los decibeles auditivos de ruido que se dan tanto en estos espacios pues sean bajos y nos podamos nosotros contaminar. Nos podamos contaminar, no, nos podamos entender, nos podamos escuchar y podamos nosotros entablar sanas conversaciones, no tener que alzar el tono de voz para lo que se está diciendo con el otro compañero o estudiante.
Today I'm going to do the question, what is the visual pollution for you?
Okay, hi, my name is Luis Perez and I'm gonna answer the question about visual pollution. So, visual pollution is a real problem nowadays because it is another type of pollution that we have to mitigate, changing the policies of advertising in the world. Okay, so visual pollution is a real problem because of the capitalism system that we are right now. Why? Because most of the products or most of the groceries that we have to buy are based in a propaganda or in advertisements that we can see, not just only in the streets, but in internet. We hear it in radio and some other sources. So we have to limit that pollution, clarifying the rules of advertisement for any product.
Renewable energy don't use fossil fuels. Argentina used this energy to mitigate pollution in their cities, but also to give energy to some small villages that are far to the society. In the other side, Arabia Saudita think that the renewable energy can be the way to grow up economically, because maybe in the future we don't use oil. But in this moment, it's a polluted country. In the two sides is very nice, but it's necessary that other countries do this, because we only two countries that can mitigate all the pollution.